Achoo! The sound was louder than a wave crashing on the shore. Billy looked up from his bright yellow bucket. He was patting a big pile of wet sand, making a lumpy castle near the water's edge. The sun was warm on his head, and the air smelled salty and fresh. Achoo! There it was again. It wasn't a seagull, it wasn't the ocean. Billy turned his head, his wide eyes searching for the source of the giant sneeze. Down by the rocks, something brown and slick was flopping about. It was a seal, and it looked like the seal was in a bit of a pickle, a very noisy, very funny pickle. Billy tilted his head, curious about the big sneezing animal. Billy crawled a little closer on the soft, warm sand. The seal, whose name was Sammy, had big, dark, gentle eyes. And stuck right on the end of Sammy the seal's nose was a bright orange fish. Every time Sammy the seal tried to shake the fish off, his head would bobble, and he'd let out another huge sneeze. The orange fish would just flip-flop in the air and land right back on his nose. A tiny crab named Pincher scuttled sideways out of a rock pool, clicking his claws together. It looked like even Pincher the crab thought Sammy the seal's problem was hilarious. Billy let out a happy giggle at the silly sight, clapping his hands. Billy wanted to help the funny seal. He couldn't walk yet, so Billy began to scoot, pushing himself forward with his hands and feet. The sand felt gritty and cool beneath him. Gah, Billy said, pointing a chubby finger at Sammy the seal. Sammy stopped sneezing for a moment and looked straight at Billy. The seal made a gentle arf, arf sound, almost like he was asking for some help. A goofy seagull with fluffy feathers landed nearby. The seagull eyed the orange fish, thinking it might be a tasty lunch. The seagull hopped from one foot to the other, waiting to see what would happen next with Billy and Sammy the seal. He was a very patient bird. An idea popped into Billy's head. Billy sat up straight and began to pat the tall sandcastle he had been building. Pa, pa, pa.